Hello, and welcome to Between Sessions. I'm Shauna Wilder, licensed professional counselor and certified holistic sex therapist. And I know what you're thinking, but no, I did not have the best sex last night. Surprise, surprise.
Shocking.
With me, as always, is Sydney, the producer. Hi, Sid.
Hello.
Hello. How about you? How are you doing?
I'm awake. I'm here for it.
You look very buttoned up today.
I'm trying to button it up.
You staying warm?
But I'm bombing it a little bit. Like,
yeah,
you know,
you are.
the winter storm is here.
The people's forearm.
I'm the people's candidate right now.
That's right. Very dapper.
I haven't brought this flannel out in forever. I'm very excited about it.
Well, it's doing okay. It survived.
It's cold.
You got no moth holes.
Not yet.
It is cold.
My other one had moth holes though.
I've got the turtleneck. I've got everything bundled up. Yep. Yeah. It's bad.
I'm not the crazy one.
You're not the crazy one. What? Who decided to record in this?
Yep.
Well, the show must go on.
I just want everyone to know it wasn't me.
As they say. Great. Throw me under the bus in the first 5 minutes.
We're here for the craft.
Okay? We
Okay?
are.
We're here for the experience.
We're here for the love of the game, baby.
And
All right.
What a game it is.
So, what do we got on the session today?
So we've got 2 calls and a message today that I
Okay.
get to read.
Right on. Oh, so you get to read
I
again.
get to read again.
Oh, little Sydney.
Yay.
Your favorite. It was torture.
8th grade me hates this.
It's okay. We're getting better.
But it's okay because I don't think these are going to be nearly as dark as last week.
Last week I needed a stiff drink after all of that.
Yeah.
That was, because I'll get one of those big ones like maybe once every couple months, but to have 3 of them all in one session, that was like, mentally, that's a lot.
Having them once a month is a lot.
It is. And usually I'm having to sit there and work with these people through these issues.
After they
dump the worst thing I've ever heard.
The most ridiculous thing you've ever heard.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was weird to just kind of like get to hear the vignettes and then just dip in, dip out. I felt like I was having like a dissociative episode, kind of like, where am I? What's happening?
You are, because they were allowing you to just word vomit it out and just let it go.
Sit there and take it. I love it. Yeah.
Smile and give suggestions. One
of my professors in college, when I told him that I wanted to be a counselor in private practice, he goes, "Oh, so you want to be a toilet?" Yeah, isn't that great? And I was like, "Excuse me?" And he goes, "So people will just pay you so that they can shit their problems onto you and flush them away." And I'm like, whoa, brother, maybe you need to get out of teaching.
Or he was the most honest of them all.
Maybe, but he sounded like burnt out.
He is.
Yeah.
He's that guy at the job that's like, run.
Yes.
Like,
very much. Like, we should not leave him alone. Is that Morse code for send help?
Morse code for run. Don't stop. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Do not pass go, baby.
Just sprint it out.
Oh, God. All right.
Is it just me? My boyfriend and I have been together for about 5 months now. We do plenty together, but post our social media separately as if we're both alone. I've asked him once to tag him in a dinner pic, and he sort of yelled no. Should I be worried, or is it just me overthinking?
The shouting no is what you should be worried about.
What? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the worst problem.
That's a conversation that does not get to start. Just no.
You don't get to shout at me. Period. Over anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She seemed to be very into it for a second. Just, and then he shouted at me.
5 months. 5 months. And then he shouted at her.
It's not the first time.
You think? Or maybe it was the first time.
She said it very nonchalantly. It wasn't, the stress wasn't that he yelled at her. The stress was the no.
So what does that tell you?
I mean, it's only been 5 months. You can get out.
Also, if you're saying it's not the first time and it's been 5 months, what does that maybe tell you about her? Come on, Sydney. How good are your psychology skills?
Not good. It means that she's definitely lived through this before.
There it is.
Not fun.
Right? Is that maybe she's been raised to be used to that kind of dynamic.
It's true.
Right?
But also there's another side to the abuse of, especially within relationships, of always posting with your partner.
Yeah.
So that could also be another trigger from another past relationship that she could be in at the moment.
Yeah.
And maybe he in turn also has the same, just the inverse of the response to it.
Social media is such a weird creature to discuss when dating and in marriages, because everybody has like a different view on it. You know,
Do you just get rid of one profile when you get married?
A lot of people do. I'll just tell you that whenever I see people that have like a combined profile, like both of their names
Somebody
and like
cheated.
Right? Yeah, that's usually kind of a giveaway. Is like, I don't want you to get too far. I don't want to not be able to see what you're doing. That's rough. Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, you remember when Facebook like literally broke up half America's wedding or marriages?
Oh yeah, I do.
Oh yeah, you were practicing at the time.
That's right.
You had to live through all of it.
It was
Yay.
so fun. But there's people who will put, like in their profile, like I don't have social media. To me, if
in their profile,
we'll say like I don't have social media, so this is like kind of it. Or like in the early stages of dating, they'll tell the person like I don't have any of that. Sometimes that's true. Sometimes they have it and they're lying. So you never know
about that,
because they don't want people to see what their social media is, and they don't want them to try to be in their social media. Kind of like this guy.
Like I don't want you to know about me or be in me.
Right. I don't want you to see what I'm doing online. I don't want you to demand to be present in my social media, and I don't want to have to like show you what I'm doing. Right. So I don't want you to either run across it or you have to demand to see it. So if I just tell you it's not there from the beginning, there you go.
So there's 2 red flags in this conversation.
Yep.
One of which was the shouting.
Yep.
Which is what it is.
Yep.
And then the other one is just him not wanting
the separateness.
I don't blame him for not wanting to post her after 5 months.
I could see that.
Like I could see that being in the opening of a conversation.
Yeah.
Right.
Like we could have a calm conversation about it. Like we're just starting to get to know each other. It's kind of like announcing a pregnancy before you pass that viability mark, right?
Jesus, for the first trimester, get out.
Yeah, save yourself the heartache and just put it off a little bit, right?
Hold on to that excitement. Keep it going.
Also, like if you post too early, what could possibly come from that, right? You could have people come out of the woodwork, be like, oh, I know him. Or and tell you a bunch of stuff about it, or you could have people see that in your profile, get jealous. Old exes reach out. Like it could cause a cascade of effects. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying like all of those things are possible.
I was about to say all of those things do happen.
Exactly.
As soon as you're off the market, then everybody's on it.
But why do you think that this matters to our caller? Let's focus on that. What would be the good thing about presenting each other in social media?
After 5 months, it sounds like she just doesn't have an idea of where they are in their relationship.
Right.
And so the coded question is, are we public?
Yes. The coded question is, do you feel about me the way that I feel about you?
But she's not posting about him either.
No, but she was trying to. And that's why he yelled at her.
Yeah, just don't tag him.
Well, yeah.
He'll never know.
But also, that's not good communication either.
Yeah.
You know, to just use somebody's likeness in your social media without them agreeing to that, especially not if you're in a relationship, right?
That was my 20s.
Yeah. So, I got into big trouble with that one. So, it is kind of like, like serious, define the relationship talk kind of material, right?
Facebook official.
Yes. And part of that,
reason.
Yeah. And part of that being like, if I feel like we are an actual couple, then I'm going to want to have transparency to the world and kind of be like in your world as like, this is an element in my life. This is my person, right? And have it be public. It sounds like to her. It sounds like that's important to her, right?
I just noticed that Instagram and TikTok don't have relationship statuses.
No.
Like you can't merge. Like it will die on Facebook.
Unless you put it in your bio.
You can put it in your bio, right? You can tag the person in your bio, but there's not a section of marital
what you
status
are,
or any of the things
right
with a link to the person other's profile.
That's because Facebook was predicated on, first of all, let's just remember how it was started.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
What was it?
It was a way to rate the attractiveness of women on the college campus,
which is really what
all what matters.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
If they weren't academic papers, they were,
Yeah. What's that one that tracks nudity in movies?
Oh,
like every movie they list like when a boob pops out at like the timestamp or something like that.
I don't know.
Anyways,
I don't remember what it was called, but there was a reference to it in Knocked Up.
Okay. Yes. So anyways, so that's what Facebook started as, but then it grew towards how people are connected in like relationships. So Facebook has always had like a relationship focus, whereas Instagram and TikTok really haven't. They talk about engagement, they want followers, they want interaction, but they don't really care about what your relationships in actual fact are.
So it's like parasocial versus social.
Exactly. Also think about the fact that in the beginning, Facebook, you had to use like your real name.
Yeah. You had to use a college ID or
Exactly.
college or .edu email.
A real email, right?
Kept me off of it for a year.
And so from the beginning there was supposed to be like, it was based in authenticity and like real life. Instagram and TikTok are really not based in real life.
No.
They're windows. You can look into someone's real life, kind of maybe, but that's where then the term parasocial has come in, where it's like, we don't really have a relationship other than in these apps.
Right.
So there's a marked difference there. Anyways, but
so would you say that moving off of Facebook might have hurt the younger generations because they don't actually, those websites or their apps that they're using are more set on parasocial than they are social. So you're not cultivating that social relationship at that young age also.
No. And I also think it makes it strange when you do try to cultivate an actual relationship from it. Right?
Interesting.
Because there have been some people who have tried to make that leap, and we've seen some pretty public blow-ups from it, right? There was a lady here in Dallas. I don't remember the account, but through social media, she connected with a single guy in Ireland. They started a relationship. The Ireland press even did a large like spread on it. They went on a couple shows about how they connected through social media, and then he cheated on her. And so she had to come out and go, because she had documented a lot of the beginning of the relationship, and it had even been like nationally documented.
Is she the only one?
And then she only one what?
Is she the only one documenting all of the early relationships?
No, I think maybe he might have been too. I'm not entirely certain about that.
I'm saying there's probably a lot of women that have documented the beginning of their long-term relationships.
Yeah. There's another woman that's been doing this series with this boyfriend where they've only been together a couple months, but she's like every day posting about like it's very strange. It's very
about the
intense.
long distance relationship.
No.
Like real relationship.
Yeah, they're like sitting on a park bench together, talking about like, and she'll pass him the mic, and he'll talk about it, and he just looks like he's captive. Like it's very strange. I'll send it to you later.
But we keep watching it, so
but we keep watching
he kind
it
of is
because we're sick people. Anyways,
blink twice.
So it seems like probably one of the largest things about this that would come along with the define the relationship talk is probably some form of mate guarding, right?
Okay.
So if you see photos of me on his social media and vice versa, then that clearly tells other people, hey, we are together, stay away. We are marking territory here, right? That's usually what we intend by it. But as we know, that's not really going to stop somebody.
No.
It's not going to stop someone else from possibly wanting to still be with that person. And it may not stop your person from wanting to be with somebody else. It's not the block that we think it is.
No, it sounds like the bat signal.
Yeah, well, definitely it can be.
You know?
Yep. Now, it would tell you a little bit more about that type of person that's approaching you, knowing that they're seeing social media that you have a partner, right?
More than anything else.
Yeah.
Or that you're trying to move on and be happy.
Exactly. So it's pretty complex, this situation. Here's the deal, though. If it matters to her, it matters to her.
Right.
Right? We don't have to examine all the ins and outs. We don't have to examine all the pitfalls of it. If it matters, it matters. And if it doesn't matter to him, you're fundamentally at a crossroads. Either you need to have a bigger talk about it, or you're going to get the ick from the way that he handled it, and you're just going to say, you know what, 5 months is enough. Thanks, bye.
Yeah.
Right? Because it sounds like she knew enough at 5 months that she wanted to at least soft launch the relationship, and he did not. So we're already at a different point about how we feel about this.
We could have also gotten into an argument earlier that day. Like there could have been 1,000,001 reasons.
That's the interesting thing about these phone calls is that sometimes we have unreliable reporters. you know?
I assume we're all unreliable reporters. It's all one-sided.
Of course you do, Sydney.
They're all one-sided.
You're so dark.
As soon as they have the couples calling, then we'll have the conversation about both sides.
If we get both people on, then
There we go.
Well,
Then
you
we'll
want to have like
know.
the Caleb Hammer where we're both sitting at the table and I'm just going, what the fuck is your problem?
I do
Like,
kind of now.
I love him so much.
Can we just do one episode that way?
Sometimes I'm just like, yeah, get him. You tell him.
I am down. I'm going to find a couple that's going to come on here and just get drilled.
Lord. Can you imagine the waivers we'd have to sign?
I love it.
Anyways, so girlfriend, you're not being ridiculous, but either this guy's going to have a bigger talk with you, and in that talk, you're going to have to address why he felt it was fine to scream at you over this, or you're just going to dump it and move on. Either way,
Which is also an option.
it's an option. Big feels. I would highly recommend don't lose your feelings, your voice in the conversation. So if you have one, just advocate for yourself and keep your head about you.
It's definitely worth having the conversation.
Yeah. All right. Now it's time to get really dry and boring. It's time for
Not like last time.
not like last time. Now it's time for the desired data, the lab coat lowdown, the citation sensation. It's time for Science Says.
What does science say?
Where we see what science has to say about sex.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going back to dating again.
Dating.
Among singles today, nearly 40% of women say they aren't looking for a relationship of any kind.
Love it.
40%.
Are these the same 40% that want to leave the U.S.?
I don't know. We didn't cross-reference
Just
these
saying.
studies. Okay. Just 21% of men said the same. So that's a big imbalance.
There's 20% more men out looking
Yeah.
for a partner?
Than women.
Wow.
Right. Women are more likely to choose singlehood in part because they're happier being single than men are.
Cats are awesome.
That's right. A recent cats are awesome. Oh my gosh. A recent survey from the Kinsey Institute, we love that,
I love it.
of 2,000 single American adults, not that big of a sample
2,000 is
size.
not large.
It's
Yeah.
really not. Inquired about their feelings towards dating, and it seems that a lot of people, but especially women, are just kind of over it. In fact, among singles today, women are twice as likely as men to say they're not currently looking for a relationship of any kind.
Obviously. 20 to 40%. It's
20 to
twice as
40.
likely.
Math is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Women were more likely than men to report being happy with the decision to remain single also. One potential reason for this is that women, on average, tend to have more emotionally intimate relationships outside of romances than men do.
Facts.
Facts. Hard facts.
Facts.
For men, their primary source of emotional intimacy is usually a romantic partner.
Or mommy.
Mama. Or it's actually the same, right? However, other experts have suggested that these numbers may be more influenced by the perception of options these days and influenced heavily by online dating practices. In other words, maybe women's decision to stay single has been influenced by what they have seen as their options in online dating, fairly grim, which solidified the choice to be single, whereas men feel excited or undaunted by the multitude of options available in online dating. Now, to be fair, I don't really like this take.
Right. They don't get like, what is it? Choice paralysis?
Yeah, right. Really, yeah. There's that, but there's also the fact that, like, if I have trouble with one person or experience something that I don't like, I can just swipe. There's another one, right? When you believe that there's like endless options, why stick it out with anybody?
Aren't they saying that it's only like 20% of these online dating things that like guys actually get any kind of attention?
Right. And that's what I was going to say. So it may seem as though there's a lot of women out there to choose from. However, in actual fact, the men really aren't getting good responses.
There's no way. Right.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you think of that 40-20 kind of split where, and this also brings up how a lot of men say that most of the interactions that they get are just bots or like kind of scam accounts.
Ashley Madison, look up the documentary. It's great.
So I don't really like that take.
Okay.
Okay.
It's only 2,000 people, so it's a very small control.
I know.
And it's probably done on a college campus.
Exactly.
So,
Right. So let's take it with a grain of salt.
Right.
And this is where it's important, dear listener, to have like media literacy when you read these things, right? To have a little bit of skepticism about the research that you hear, maybe what some of the faults in the research are, looking for peer reviews kind of stuff.
if you took stats at any point in high school or college,
Right.
they will tell you that the sample size under 1,200 is not a sample size, period.
There you go.
The higher your sample size, the more likely and accurate the information actually is.
Absolutely.
So if you see something like 2,000, yeah, you can read it and be like, okay, cool. If you see something like 800, don't read it.
Maybe not. But if you'd like to know more about this research survey, you can find all of the citations in today's show notes, as always, because I come with receipts, baby.
Or leave me a comment below this video and
Ooh.
tell me what you think about the 2040.
Tell me what you think about online dating. Right?
Oh God!
I want to hear your opinions. I want to hear what you think. Yeah, tell me what you think about why the 2040 happened.
Or if you're married for a long time, tell me how grateful you are to not be dating.
You know what?
Right now.
You know what? I think everybody married should have single friends that they hear stories from that kind of like help them right size their expectations of like what it would be if we got divorced.
It's like the friends that work in corporate America that like have friends who aren't working in corporate America and they're like, oh, I don't really know if I like my job. Then you start hearing your other friends, you're like, no, I'm
maybe
good.
I'm okay.
I'm good.
Maybe I'll like it just fine.
I can deal with this.
Yep, that's right. All right, so what's up next?
So next I have a message that came in that I'm going to go ahead and read.
Okay.
All right. My wife and I have been together for a total of 4 years. Over the holidays, a coworker of hers started flirting with her at a holiday party.
Oh.
Okay.
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 I think I know where we're heading.
Like where this is going?
You do? You do?
Yep. We're going to find out. I mean, we don't know the sex of the
We don't.
coworker.
Hey.
It could be great. I didn't find out about it. She came forward with the truth.
Okay. So there was a confession.
Okay. So she was hiding it and then she confessed to it.
Yes.
She told me that at the party, he told her he wanted to kiss her and she said no. Both could be drunk.
Yeah.
But that is definitely crossing a line. Were you not at the holiday party?
Yep. Right. I guess he wasn't.
Obviously not.
Yeah. Okay.
And then he put his hand on her leg and she pushed it away.
Bold, Cotton. Bold move,
That
Cotton.
is a bold strategy, my friend. He could not have been. He was not at that
He
party.
could not have been sober, nor the husband there.
No way. Either of those two things. There's no way that
You're just going to suddenly touch a coworker.
But was it a boss? Because sounds like a Judge Judy moment.
Lord. Okay.
So obviously she didn't remove herself from him because then she said he told her he had sexual fantasies about her and she shut it down.
Escalation number 3. But she
First off, she said no to the kiss when asked.
Strike number 1.
The consent was not, period.
Nope.
And then he pressed it with a leg touch.
Strike
refused,
number 2.
And
Okay.
now he's talking about sexual fantasies.
Strike 3, you're out, buddy.
Like, 1, you're out. Like, that's ridiculous.
I agree.
Okay, but
However,
she admitted that she did find him attractive and enjoyed the attention. The next day when she was sober again, she texted him wanting to know the details about his fantasy.
Oh, no.
And that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
That's going to be in Discovery.
Yikes. Yeah. Now we get into the meat of it.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. She said that it was when she started to feel guilty, and she told me first thing in the morning.
So that was when she started to feel guilty.
Is when she asked him about the sexual relationship? Well, yeah,
Yes.
because that's the first time she did something wrong.
Exactly.
To be fair.
Yeah. Yeah. She crossed a boundary.
She crossed a boundary there.
Right. Okay.
All right. That's when she felt guilty. Great.
Pause. So you're on a roll.
Got it.
You're doing okay with
Killing
the
it
reading.
over
Good
here.
job. Okay. So a lot of times when I work with couples to do infidelity recovery, one of the things that we talk about is how there's a process of kind of like sliding into the affair. Like it usually doesn't happen in a like quick overnight or something like that, but sometimes maybe it does. But it usually happens with somebody in proximity to you, and you kind of start slowly kind of like violating boundaries. And I'll tell them each time that you're violating a boundary that you kind of like on a level you shouldn't be violating. So like the first time that you start kind of like sexy talking with a coworker or something like that, like in your head that like I really shouldn't be doing this, and there's a little kind of like anxiety that happens. And it's like you're crossing a threshold, right? So you get this like little electric shock every time you cross a threshold. And it pings your brain on some level that like, I really shouldn't be doing this. And then after that, another thought process kind of takes place where you are convincing yourself that it's okay. It's not, there's no harm. We're just talking. Oh, it's just this, it's just that. And so you're kind of like learning to attune yourself to handle the anxiety of like consistently crossing those boundaries.
Just finding the boundary.
Right, exactly. So like kind of like even like the first time that you touch somebody, there's like a, like I really shouldn't be laying my hands on another person other than my partner, right?
Definitely true.
And the brain pings up to that, but you kind of become progressively numb to it over time, or you code it as excitement rather than, oh, I've done something wrong. This is my nervous system telling me like I'm in violation here of like a contract, right? So the time where she realized like, oh, now I've crossed a boundary. And I felt it. That's that ping, right? So this is the first little ping. If she would have ignored it and pushed past this, there would have been larger and louder pings. So then the first time that we talk about like, oh yeah, I thought about you that way too. I've actually found you attractive for a long time. And then, hey, can we go to dinner or something like that, right? So you're crossing all of these little micro boundaries. So I'll just say this. It is good that she's stopping it right here at the first little micro boundary.
But she didn't tell him about the event until after she felt guilty.
Right, exactly. Because up until that point, she wasn't doing anything. In fact, she was doing the opposite. She was pushing it away. Even if she was attracted to the guy, even if she was liking the attention, she was keeping boundaries from getting crossed on her end. So it was easy for her in her mind to say, I really haven't done anything bad.
But she was entertaining it.
How?
She wasn't bringing it to his attention, to her husband's attention.
No, but she also could tell herself, but I am actively shutting it down.
Sure, absolutely.
Which would make her ignore the fact that she was enjoying it on some level.
That's
right?
true. She definitely got the attention.
This is the twisted kind of stuff that happens in the mind of people, though, when they cheat. And this is what's so hard to explain to like our friend writing in here, is that like this is what happens in their minds. They're making this like very precise calculus of what I'm doing or not doing to keep it in this zone of like, well, what is acceptable and what is cheating and what is not.
So the difference between her having a full-blown affair and just having a mention or whatever boundary was crossed on this one is that she felt guilty.
Yeah.
Like right out the gate.
Right. Yeah. For her own behaviors.
For her own behavior. Right.
Yes, exactly.
So the husband might find all of this behavior unacceptable, but she didn't feel it was unacceptable until she participated.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Now I'll let you read.
All right. Back to it.
Okay.
This obviously isn't as bad as a full-on affair, but it still has completely shattered my trust. That was very sledgehammer. Let's go.
Yeah.
I was already struggling with feeling desired in our relationship because we have a dead bedroom.
Oh, no.
Here's another level.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
feel like everybody's got a dead bedroom, ladies and gentlemen.
They do. A lot of them do. This is why I created my Have More Sex course.
Yeah.
Right?
This is a real thing.
It is. And people don't know how to get out of it. You don't know why it's happening. You don't know how to get out of it. You keep saying you'll work on it, and nothing works. You need outside help. But okay. Anyway.
You need to go running also. Work on that cardio.
Oh. Okay, go ahead. This poor guy.
I feel bad for him.
I do.
She didn't physically cheat, but she entertained another man's sexual fantasy about her. Facts.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
She offered to let me go through her phone. Her message has messages, him saying so deeply regretting it, and it's going to block him. And told him they can only ever talk on a purely professional basis as needed in the office because they work together.
Okay. That's what I would recommend.
Boundary. Yeah.
Right off the bat.
Setting that expectation for everybody.
Especially good if that comes organically from her. If the husband doesn't have to tell her to do it, she just automatically does it. That's a very good sign. Okay.
It doesn't matter though.
Okay.
I didn't think she was even capable of infidelity. I never once worried about it. And now I don't trust her.
Okay.
I don't respect her. I feel gross about doing anything sexual with her. I feel alone in my house.
Oh,
That was a big jump, dude.
that's a lot. That's a whole lot. The big flaw there that I hear is I never thought she was capable of cheating. The world is not divided into cheaters and not cheaters. I'm just going to tell you from experience, a lot of infidelity is basically there, but for the grace of God go I, because you never fully comprehend the circumstances you may find yourself in that will cognitively blur those lines to where you're justifying the actions.
Right.
You know,
Everybody's a potential. Everybody
has potential.
Everybody's a cheater until they have the opportunity.
Right. No, what? No. Everybody
Everybody
might be.
Everybody has the chance to be a cheater.
Exactly.
If they want to do.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
I changed my entire life to be with her, and I'm just having trouble imagining all of these things ever changing. I feel betrayed.
Yeah.
I'm unhappy. I'm angry. This is probably more emotion talk than she gets.
Yeah.
I'm angry because when I've tried to discuss the dead bedroom, she would tell me it's not because of me.
Oh.
Just that she had no sexual feelings, and now this happened.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the actual email is about.
Yep.
The sense of self-worth is at a zero. My desire is to put any work in is non-existent.
Oh.
That's, I mean,
Uh-oh.
I don't think this is the first time you've said that.
Nope.
I only was happy being here because I thought we loved each other enough to make all of our sacrifices worth the life that we're making together. You
Honey.
are still there. Like,
I know.
The love's still there. The trust might be gone.
Yeah, he's going straight down the dark hole, though.
Yeah. Why do people just assume that because the trust is gone, the love is gone? You can love people you don't trust.
You can. And a part of him probably still loves her, but he's not feeling the same way about her right about now.
Right now. Yeah. Don't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep your opinions to yourself at the moment. Talk to a professional.
I wouldn't say keep your opinions to yourself, because there is so is that all? Or am I jumping in? Okay.
Nope, you still got some.
Okay, well, go ahead and finish it, and then I'll.
Is it possible to come back from something like this? I've done a bit of Googling and reading about it, and I think the odds are realistically stacked against us. Facts.
Yeah.
But she didn't physically cheat. It wasn't an ongoing affair, and she is riddled with grief. Didn't indulge passing the initiation or the didn't immediately confess, despite there being near zero chance of me ever finding out.
Okay. So basically, this guy's wondering, like, should I try to salvage this or not? It sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
If he can.
And here's the thing: when you're lost in these kind of like feelings, and something like this has happened that's like rocked your world, you're looking for outside guidance, right? Which is really not super helpful, because you're going to get all kinds of weird information, right?
Isn't the idea that something outside rocked the relationship, so you're looking for something outside to kind of save the relationship?
Maybe, right? What most people don't realize is if you listen to friends, family, things like that, they're going to give you their 2 cents, right? Social media is going to give you a whole different outlook. Like, Reddit forums are always like, break up with them. Like,
Yeah, it just depends
right
on
now.
how long you're on the internet.
Hurry up and move on with your life, kind of thing, right? But in actual fact, what usually ends up happening is like fully half of people who experience an infidelity choose to stay together.
Really?
Yeah, honestly.
That's a big number.
And they've done studies that at least up until 5 years post-affair, right? That's as far kind of as they've like followed them, right? And a lot of how you rebound from that, like we actually like know the indicators. And honestly, this is giving a lot of positive indicators. It wasn't actually a sexual affair. Usually, again, statistically, more people stay if the wife cheats and it's not sexual.
Okay.
Versus if the husband cheats, right? A lot more women will walk away than what you would think. And you would think that that's like flipped on its head, right? But they've got a lot of work to do. One of the other indicators that we look at is how healthy was the relationship before the rupture. This is giving not healthy.
Yeah, you're already in the dead bedroom relationship.
This is giving, I was just kind of hoping it would get better, right? And not really communicating, not really. And to be fair, he said that he has tried, right? She wasn't. She was avoiding. She was kind of like putting it off. She wasn't in a place to really address what was going on in their relationship, right? And you have to think, like, if this is an issue between the both of them with the bedroom thing, well, how good is everything else? Right.
Right.
So whatever the reason, because we don't know what it is, whatever the reason that the bedroom stuff wasn't happening, there's probably something else someplace else. Now, what's really going to determine this, and here's what I would say to him. So hopefully if he sent this in, he's actually listening. You two need to get into therapy with somebody who is very skilled with infidelity recovery. And basically what you have to figure out is, are we going to become a different couple on the other side of this? Are you going to figure out what led to this happening? Are you going to take accountability for what happened, like fully acknowledging the pain and the rupture that you've caused?
Right.
And are you going to take steps to be a different person on the other side? Which for these two is going to mean that we communicate about almost everything differently in our relationship, better than we did before.
Did you have to?
We were on autopilot. We were sweeping things under the rug. We were ignoring big issues, right? And so we can't do that anymore. Not only is there going to have to be transparency, which she's already trying to initiate, which I think that's great. That's one of the positive indicators.
Honestly, it sounds like they've had a pretty good communication style.
Maybe.
I mean,
Who
it was
knows?
enough for her to feel safe enough to come to him.
I have one other little possible thing in there. Like if he's doing the Mr. Nice Guy thing and just kind of like not talking about how much like he said, he made a lot of sacrifices to be with her. He moved to be with her, all this kind of stuff. If he's not really talking about like how much that weighed on him, and then so like that now that catapults him into resentment, that's also something that he will need to face and address. So he might have some avoidant tendencies to just kind of like, okay, well, let's just get along, because I love you. I'm not going to make a big deal out of this or that.
They had to if they've been in a dead bedroom for a
Exactly.
good amount of time.
So my recommendation would be, despite how you feel right now, how hopeless you feel, those feelings may change, especially if she shows you reason to change them. And that's what we're looking for is you need to get in with the therapist, start working together, and keep your eyes open and talk with that therapist about what change looks like, what positive indicators that they may see. Because if someone is experienced with infidelity recovery, they'll be able to tell you like, this is good work that's going on. You should feel good about reinvesting. And then you can start to feel like, okay, well, somebody who knows all the details and sees all the work that's being put in or not can give me more direction here and help me muddle through it. But yes, it sounds like there's enough here to put into salvaging the relationship.
Yeah, it sounds like he wants to.
I know. Good luck with that.
Hey, at least you're going to come out of this with a better communication style.
All right. From that to now, it is time for the vibe check. This is where Sid and I review sexual and mental wellness items and ask ourselves, does it do the thing?
Does it?
Does it? Today, we have a very special one that is actually for Sydney to chime in on because this is a product for men.
You're welcome, ladies.
That's right. Today, we have Eddie by Giddy. Eddie is a medically advised and constructed cock ring to help men have longer and stronger erections. They have a 95% success rate. It is designed and recommended by urologists and no negative side effects.
No negative side effects at all?
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
That's impressive.
So let's talk about it here, okay?
What do we classify as success rate?
Success rate?
Like it works?
That by using it, they do actually experience longer and stronger erections.
So
Yeah.
let me see one.
Okay.
Let me
Here, I'll give you the most common size. So one of the great things about it is that they're sizable. So it's not just like a standard. Now this is the in-office set, so
This
it's
is the
probably going to
one
look a
size
little
fits all.
different, right? But they don't have, not like the one size fits all, just like rubber rings or God knows what else kind of materials for cock rings, right? These are designed to work with the body's anatomy to optimize blood flow and retention in the penis. Boop, boop.
So the idea is that
So it
you...
looks like a little harp. You got it upside down, first of all,
Oh,
unless your knuckles are your balls.
maybe.
So it's got these two little lumps on the top that will kind of like push down. So the penis would go in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we should say first that they come in different sizes so that hopefully you get a more customized fit. So the website has instructions on how to size them, right? But the penis would go in here. It looks like a little horseshoe or like a little harp. And then you have these little bands that you put around the ends of the horseshoe or the harp. And that maintains the tension, right? So you can put the little band on after you put it on the penis, or you can put it on before you put it on the penis. But they go around the end like that, and they tighten down very specifically onto the areas of the erectile tissue to kind of retain the blood flow.
So are these two little nubs?
Yeah.
Are they like for the vein?
I don't know about the vein.
So interesting.
But it's very purposefully placed
It
there.
is very purposely placed because it's nowhere else.
That's right.
It's very interesting.
What do you think about that?
I think they work.
Yeah.
I know that it does work. They've got two different sports bands. They got
They
a
do.
sports band and they got a strong band. So depending on what your Saturday night's going to look
Yeah.
like, you can make adjustments.
So one of the bands is slightly bigger. The other one's a little bit more snug. And the bands they now have a subscription service to where they
For the
will,
bands?
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is where they're making
Where they will
money.
send you new ones in case they, run out or
They-
break or
yeah,
something
they
like
should
that, or
wear
you
out.
lose them,
Right.
like contact lenses or whatever, right? So you can size it to your liking. They also have resizes, always free. So if you order like B, the one that I gave you.
Oh, so if you order like a B and you needed a C,
Yes.
you get a read. But what if in like 5 years I have a B and I need a C? Will they?
Well, it's the website says. I don't know if there's a statute of limitations on that, but the website says that resizes are always free.
Interesting.
And they also, in a very classy way, say no returns needed.
No?
So no, they
They don't want it back?
They don't want to. They're not going to just wash them off and restock them. There's no restocking fee.
Great.
for that. I
A
know,
great
right?
package, though.
It's pretty great.
Yeah, it's really well done.
Yeah, I like it. Every single
This wouldn't be conspicuous in your nightstand.
no. And they may have nicer packaging, like a little like go bag or something like that.
Maybe.
Like I said, like they sent me like the office set with all the different sizes and things like
But I mean,
that.
like, honestly, is that going to be
Is anybody going to look at that and
identifiable
go,
for that? Right.
that's a cock
It's
ring?
like, oh, that's a dick ring. No.
Exactly. No, probably not.
No, somebody's going to play with it and try to put it in their nose like it's a bowl.
So here's like a size comparison
Oh,
on different models, right? So we got at least two different guys there. Recognize anybody?
that's a big difference.
That's a big difference you
That's a
got there.
big difference you got there.
Yeah. So this isn't just for people with erectile dysfunction. If you just want to try something
Longer,
new.
stronger,
Exactly.
harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what happens with it. From the website, they say Eddie is designed for ease and convenience so you can apply it whenever it's most comfortable and effective for you, whether you're flaccid or erect, and before or during foreplay. The fit should feel tight but never painful. Think of it like a firm handshake. That's straight from the website. I'm not even lying.
That's exactly what I need the website to say.
It's important that it never feels loose for the best results.
Thank God.
So you don't want to, sling it around.
Like the old French ticklers from the truck stops back in the day.
Exactly. And this is not meant, obviously, to go over the beans, just the franks.
Yeah, you're not going
So
to get
you're
the
not-
beans over there. If you can get the beans over it, it's going to be the big one, and you're not. We got a whole
and
nother conversation.
You got bigger problems, right? But yeah, every client that I've recommended this to,
Has come back with
has
stellar repos.
yes, absolutely.
Definitely works.
They'll tell
Definitely
me
works.
it's like a whole different. It's like
I'm
one
not
of
going to say it's a different whole game, but
one of them literally said it was like fucking with a whole different dick.
I'm 40 years old.
I mean,
It is not like fucking with a totally different dick. Maybe for 50,
well,
55.
you haven't
sure.
tried it, so
I mean, I have.
I'm just saying. If you really want to like bring the heat, it might be the way to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll definitely add to your Saturday night for sure.
So now I will say the whole setup is right now $188. That's not with the
For
subscription.
How much is the subscription
I don't know. I didn't really
for
look
the
at
rubber
it.
bands?
Yeah, for the bands.
Mhm.
I don't really know. You can also buy it with your HSA or FSA account because it is a
hello,
medical
corporate
device.
America. Let's
Look at
go.
I know, right? And cleaning and care. Let's see about that.
Wait, can you order Uber Lube with
With what?
HSA?
I mean, maybe. Probably.
If that's the if that's the conversation
If that's
we're
the
having,
case.
like, is Giddy exist solely for the fact of getting HSA 20% non-taxed income?
Yeah, right?
Because that's a pretty good racket right there.
Subscription includes one device now and one additional device shipped at month 4 at no extra cost. Second device requires an active subscription at time of shipment. So there you go. Anyways,
That sounds complicated.
just to start off, though, about $200
Get you there,
gets you there.
especially for most of the year.
Yeah. And you're not going to have any side effects like somebody. This is going to be especially good for somebody who, like, your heart's not strong enough to try any of the pills or something like that. Right.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or also if you're just your urologist says, like, yeah, you might have like a plumbing issue that's like just not keeping it in there.
Right.
Or you might have some like vascular damage from like diabetes or something like that. Right.
Yeah, because it's a floodgate. If you think of it more like a levee instead of like a dam, there's overage, and then sometimes the levee gives out, and like one side versus the other.
Yep.
It's a very complicated machine.
Yeah. One of the reviews says, dude, this thing works. I've had ED for 5 years now and never felt good when I took the little blue pill. Usually gave me headaches, sick to my stomach, which is never good during sex.
Definitely don't want to get lightheaded during sex.
So even if you are physically fit to take the pill, maybe you don't want to do it, but
It's definitely an option.
yeah, it's an option. So we will include the direct website link to this in the show notes, but just so you know, it's store.eddie, E-D-D-I-E, by Giddy, GIDDY.com.
And also check out the rest of the stuff Giddy's got, because I'm sure it's all being able to be purchased with HSA.
You know what? Let me tell you something. This is kind of like the only product that they have, but their website is absolutely a treasure trove of articles about sexuality.
Hey,
I'm not kidding.
hey, so
There's
now you got some
so
reading to
many.
do.
Yeah, like it's actually a really good resource if
I
you're
like
just
it.
a curious person.
On ED or sexuality overall?
On tons of stuff, man. Like I'm not even kidding. Common side effects of SSRIs.
That's a conversation that everybody needs to be having.
The science of performance, understanding blood flow, complete guide to natural treatments, evolution of ED pills. Like there's just so many of them.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well, I mean, it is a man disease, so it's been well documented.
it's a man disease.
And it's very easily accessible
It's very manly.
for the information.
So our big review is it does actually do the thing.
It does the thing.
That's right. And if you've tried it, or if you've had other cock-ring experiences, feel free to email us or call us. Let us know.
Or leave a message underneath us and give us a comment.
Yes, give us likes, comments, all that kind of stuff. But if you want to call in and let us know, it's 682-422-7732. Again, 682-422-7732.
We want to hear from you.
Ding. Hey guys, I just want to take a second and thank you for listening. But it would really be great if we could get you to subscribe, like, follow, comment on all of our platforms. YouTube is really growing fast and we love that, but we need more people. Podcasts like ours thrive on engagement. So wherever you see us, whether it's on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, we need you to engage with our content. Also, don't forget to give us a call or send us an email with your questions, stories, comments, hell, criticisms. Go ahead. Our email address is hello@betweensessionspodcast.com. And our phone number, as always, 682-422-7732. So let's look for those likes, all right? Great.
All right. So finally, we have Amy calling in, and we have a message for you.
Great.
Hey, Shauna. So I had a bad exchange with my dad over text about his new girlfriend, and I need a reality check here because I'm seriously crashing out. Okay, so my dad is divorced, and I live with my mom. I'm 22. My dad is 51, and recently started dating a 19-year-old.
Yikes.
Whoa!
That's a 32 age gap.
32.
She fucking graduated last fucking year, bro. I'm honestly disgusted by what he's doing and the things he says about her. He says that she gets him and makes him happy, and I just don't understand how this is even possible. It looks like a massive predatory midlife crisis. I know it's none of my business, but I still can't accept this. It just feels wrong, and also he's asking me to, like, treat her as quote unquote the lady of the house.
Oh, hell no.
And that's just not like seriously, what?
Wait, so she's like
So
living
if you
there?
can give me any advice on this, that would be great. If I ask my friends, I know what they're gonna say, and I'm just not gonna discuss it with my mom because she's been hurt enough. But yeah, I just need something more objective. Thanks.
Illegal. Like, whoa, that's a 32-year age difference.
A 32-year age gap, and she's the woman of the house.
Oh my God, are
If
you
they
kidding
live
me?
in the same town,
Are you kidding me?
that girl could have gone to middle school with
I
his
know.
daughter.
Yeah, his daughter's 22.
Right.
His
There's
new
a 3-year
girlfriend
age
is
gap.
19.
3 years.
That's so rough. Okay.
Is he a high school teacher?
Lock
'Cause
in.
How is he finding 19-year-olds?
I don't even. Okay. So this is completely absurd. The first thing that I want to address is her saying, like, I know it's none of my business. Okay, well, he made it your business.
Yeah. As soon
Right?
as he told you to start considering her the woman of the house.
Well, but what are you going to do? Not have a relationship with your father? Lady of the house implies that he's moving her in.
Yeah.
Like, right. Okay, so you're just not going to go to your dad's house because your buddy is there with him? Like, ew, no. Brother,
God, what if they were friends?
brother. Oh, don't.
Ooh.
That can't be the. It doesn't
It would have been a different
sound-
message.
It would have been a whole different message. Would have been much more fraught with drama than this. Okay.
Not that this wasn't. It was great.
Not that this isn't bad. Okay. Look, my stuttering is evidence that obviously your feelings are valid, right?
Right.
That this is just stunning even to me with all of the things that we've heard. Like this is
Right.
prolific.
This is
okay?
pretty bad.
This is very bad. You live with mom. You still obviously have some relationship with dad. It sounds like he's shoving this down your throat. It sounds like not only is she having a problem with it, and maybe I mean, we don't know who texted first about it. She
Right.
said it was a bad text exchange. But either way, his stance
Right, this
is,
was through text.
yeah, his stance is you need to accept it. Okay? So for anyone to just say, you have to accept happily what I'm doing with my partners in my life, no, I actually don't.
No,
No, I don't.
you don't have to accept anything.
Now, I can't tell you to break up with her. That's the one place where I'm like, okay, sweetheart, reel it in, right? Like you can tell him your 2 cents about how you feel about what he's doing. Absolutely fine. You can't tell him to break up with her. That's his choice. But there are consequences that come with choices.
100%.
So dad now gets the consequence of dividing the family.
He gets to know the consequence.
Yeah.
Like at the very, very least,
Yeah.
he gets to understand that there is a consequence. There is a boundary.
Yeah.
Regardless of how your mother feels about it, you sound like you personally have a boundary that's being crossed right now. And
yeah,
guys in their isolation don't have other guys to hold them accountable for
Nope.
things like this. So if he's lonely enough, he could think this is a normal thing for him.
This also makes me think about that argument of like, well, they're an adult, like just barely legally.
Yeah, their frontal lobe is still not developed.
Well, and so that tells me that he's being very legalistic about it. He's really not putting it like in a reality framework. He's putting it in a logical legal framework, right?
Mm-hmm.
That it's like right on the line between, does this go on your juvenile record or your adult record, right? Like, and we all know that is an exceedingly fine line. Okay. But he's leaning on that line to justify what he's doing.
Wait, so if it's 32 years, he's 52?
51. And she's 19. Yeah.
So
Crazy.
if your father has any giddy around, take it from him.
Go raid the medicine cabinet, take those little blue pills
Take
away,
the little blue pills.
and then she'll leave. No. Anyways. Also, that's another thing I would say is like, you really shouldn't tell him what to do with it. You don't have to be involved. You don't have to co-sign it. You don't have to be around. But something like this is probably going to fall apart on its own.
Yeah, this is
This is crazy. Like, let's be real, right?
And if it doesn't, it doesn't.
Then
But
it doesn't.
understand that you are important.
Mm-hmm.
Your opinion does matter.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to express that opinion
Yep.
for yourself. And I appreciate you calling in response to how your mother's going to react to this, but it doesn't sound like you
No.
have the best
No. Of anything,
of
really.
anything.
Yeah.
Just lay it out. Ooh.
Yeah.
Not interested. Find out what it is that bothers you about this, and all you can do is let your dad know. And if you've already done that in text message, and he gave you the
Yeah. It sounds like he gave her the ultimatum that you're going to have to respect her as lady of the house.
right.
It's like, but I don't.
Right.
One, she doesn't live there. So she's not having to live with this happening,
Mhm.
right? Great. Cool. So she can choose to limit interactions with her dad. She can choose to limit any interactions with the girlfriend,
Mhm.
and you can wait it out, right? I'm not saying that this is going to make you feel warm and fuzzy about your dad. This is definitely changing your view of your father.
It definitely has already changed the dynamic. in some way.
Already. Because the big question is, what does a 19-year-old understand so deeply about a 51-year-old?
A 51-year-old understands how to treat a 19-year-old because he has a 22-year-old.
Sure.
So it's not that she gets him.
That's what he's saying.
He gets her.
Yeah.
It's easy for him to understand what she needs because it's the same as her daughter.
It's easy for him to understand how to impress her
100%.
because she really hasn't seen the world.
And how to make her feel protected.
Oh, God. Anyhow.
I feel for you. 32 years. It's unacceptable. Also, men, start holding your friends accountable.
Yeah, please.
Anything more than like a 6-year age gap, there needs to be like written permission from consent of the parents, and you need to explain why you got into a car accident and the frontal part of your brain doesn't work in the same way that it should for your age group.
Can you imagine though what his age friends must be thinking of this? Some people might be looking at it going like, that's fun, but other people have got to be looking at it going, what are you doing?
Depends if he has married friends or unmarried friends.
Depends if he has any friends.
Because I can tell you if he's at the
Yeah.
country club or in
Yeah.
the locker room,
They're
I
gonna
know
be
exactly what that conversation sounds like, and it
Yup.
is not discouraging.
No, it's not. But also, they're going to be looking at that going, how long are you going to be able to hold on to that one?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right? Like, ride it while you can, I guess.
Go ahead.
But like,
6 months. Like I don't
which
know what to tell you.
makes it even crazier that he's trying to shove it down his daughter's throat. You know, the whole saying about housewives, like
Yeah.
you can't turn so you really shouldn't be trying, like if you just wanted to have a physical relationship with this person, fine. That's not what's happening though. He's 51. He's looking for a caretaker.
Yeah, when he's
Yeah.
aged
Yeah, well,
in
he
like 19
has.
years.
Yes, exactly. So he's looking for someone to do emotional labor, physical labor. Like
He's
that's what
asking a
he's.
child to do these things.
I know. And
So
child labor
he's
is
trying to
like,
grow her up with him, like the nurse. Instead of going to nursing school,
get
just
them
be
young
here,
and
right?
train them. Yeah. And also like cultivate this idea of like indebtedness, like you've done so much for me, daddy, kind of bullshit.
Did he buy a Miata? Like,
Oh God.
so curious.
Honey, I feel for you. Okay. Really contemplate your boundaries. Really state your boundaries.
Good for you for bringing it to his attention. I know
Yeah.
that was a difficult conversation to have to begin with.
Yep.
I am sorry that you got a response that wasn't ideal because
Yep.
he can't technically see what he's doing yet, but one day he will.
Yeah. And so many other people are going to see it too. You're going to realize pretty quickly. I think you already have. Like when you said, like, if I talk to my friends about it, I know what they're going to say.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're not wrong. They're not wrong.
Yeah.
Other people see it too. So.
Sorry if anybody's in that situation.
Big thanks to all of our guests today. Thanks, Sid, for riding slide saddle and practicing your reading again. Like a big
Somebody's
boy.
getting more literate over here.
That's right. If you have any questions or stories you'd like to share on the show, please email us at hello@betweensessionspodcast.com or hit up the 24-hour hotline at 682-422-7732. Again, that's 682-422-7732. Please give us a subscribe, like, and follow on all platforms, especially the YouTubes. Check out the website to get on the mailing list to stay updated on any local special events. Big thanks to our sponsors, Ritual Hair Co. in Dallas, and private room supplements for all your sexual wellness needs. I'll see you again next session. All right, now get out.